Hey everybody, Chris with Pear Outfitters here. Today we're going to cut some nopales or cactus paddles, and I'll show you how to roast them and eat them. So nopales are the cactus paddle of the prickly pear cactus, and they are yummy to eat. They have a consistency kind of like a green bean and a really unique taste. So the first thing that you want to look for is for fresh nopales. So the fresh growth is what you want to eat. So that's these lighter green ones right here. And they're going to be not quite mature yet, so they're not going to have their spines quite as hardly formed. And you'll see that they've got these kind of little growths where their spines are at. So you don't have the big hard spines like the fully mature cactus, which has a woody texture to it. It's got a nice soft growth to it. So we're going to go ahead and cut one so I can show you. So using a sharp knife, now this is the Mora knife, you're going to cut a couple of nopales. Now the first thing you want to do is figure out where you want to put your hand. So you're going to try and find a spot on both sides of the paddle that doesn't have a thorn. So I'm going to pick this spot right here and this spot right here. I'm going to cut it off right at the base. So it comes off nice and clean. And you can see that they've got these little deals here that just kind of pop off, and the spines are just barely starting to form. So I'll show you what this looks like and how we clean these up for eating here in just a second, okay? Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare our nopales. And what that means is we're going to go ahead and cut off all the spines. Now, there's a couple of different techniques to do this, but the way that I like to do it is I start at the bottom and I kind of pick, we see where the little nodules are at. I just kind of go one at a time and just kind of peel them off one at a time. And you want to just cut them off as you go. And there's a way to do this without getting stuck, and it's basically just go slow. Some people will wear dishwashing gloves, and that kind of gives you a barrier between you and the spines. But you will just want to take it slow and take your time with it so that you don't get stuck like I did just. So this is just speeding up the cleaning up process. One of the ladies that taught me how to do this would tell me that the spines are no good for eating, so make sure that they're off. So I've got this one all the way cleaned up, and I'll probably put a time lapse on there for you. So you can see I've got all the spines off of there, and I've went ahead and I took my water bottle with my sport filter on it and I rinsed it off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this one roasting while I prep these other two. One thing is you see that I took the whole top of this off, and you can see there the baba, the cactus spit is starting to come out there, and so that's going to roast out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some olive oil on this, and the way that I do that is I bring a little Nalgene bottle full of olive oil and a little bit of coarse grain sea salt. So we'll get that on there and we'll get it roasting, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slice it up into nice thin slices. This is going to help it cook evenly in my pot here. I'll do them in half just for ease. Next, I'm going to toss them in my pan here with a little olive oil and salt. So you can see there's that like mucus, they call that baba, and it's just like the nopal telling you, hey, I'm bleeding a little bit. Salt, and we're going to roast them. And now we're going to go ahead and set it down on the fire. And I just got a little spot over here on the edge I'm going to leave it at. So here it starts to sizzle soon. And it's going to sizzle quite a bit because it's got all that baba, that kind of cactus water that's up in there. So it's going to make a little bit of noise. And just stir occasionally, and you'll be able to cook it right up. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this. So once your nopales are done, they're gonna be a little bit soft. The skin is gonna be wrinkling up a little bit, and they're gonna be ready to eat, and they are going to be muy delicioso. So have some fun, go mess around with some nopales, and enjoy. Provecho.